a relief material for Nigerians. I'm aware sometimes in December, January, he equally did the same, and we thank him very much. But I would like to encourage that, first of all, the population of Rivers State is beyond, and if you give 21,000 plus, even if you give 30,000 bags of rice, indirectly you are saying that a minority of Rivers people should have that rice for now.
Ekie warned against political sentiments in the distribution of the items.
Now, the governor, through the secretary to government, have said that committees has been set up to evenly distribute these materials. This distribution should not be made on political consideration, on party line, or on factional line, because we are aware there is relatively factionization in.
This is coming after the federal government dispatched 20 trucks of rice to each of the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, adding that the new move was part of measures to ease the economic burden of Nigerians. Abuja Division of the Court of Appeal has affirmed the decision of the Bayelsa Governorship Election Tribunal, which upheld the November 11, 2023 re-election state. The tribunal held that the petitioners failed to adduce any credible evidence to substantiate any of the allegations they raised against the outcome of the governorship polls, while the instant appeal was filed by All Progressive Congress and its governorship candidate Timipri Silva. The panel held that the appeal was incompetent and constituted an abuse of court process, lacking in merit and consequently liable for dismissal, adding that there was no cogent proof founded on law to quash the earlier judgment of the Bayelsa State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal. Federal High Court in Abuja has dismissed a suit seeking to non-possession of a voter's card was grounds for disqualification under Sections 182 of the Constitution. The plaintiff failed to prove the allegation that Ighodalo forged his voter's card, adding that the verdict comes about 2 weeks after Justice Inyang Ekwo of the same Federal High Court in Abuja nullified the February 22nd PDP governorship election in Edo State that produced Ighodalo as the party's flag bearer for the September 21st governorship polls. The judge ruled that the primaries were nullified because of the illegal exclusion of 378 delegates over the continual deportation of importation of assaulted weapons into the state, which has become a huge security risk to the people of the state. He called for the documentation of the profiles of all expatriates working with indigenous and foreign companies in the state. The governor spoke at the 6th meeting of the State Executive Council, where he charged cabinet members to sit up and become proactive and threatened to revoke operational licenses and closure of companies whose expatriates are identified to be involved in arms smuggling. He also used the opportunity to state, adding that there have been allegations that big-time miners and firms in the state work with armed militias, leading to the proliferation of small arms in the state. About 11 passengers have been kidnapped at the Amechi Idodo axis of Enugu-Abakaliki Federal Highway. Justice Winter held that the powers of the Police Service Commission do not supersede the powers of the Federal High Court, adding that three-member panel of the Appellate Court on Thursday agreed with the ruling and dismissed Kyari's appeal for being unfounded. In the lead judgment, Justice Adebukola Banjoko held that there was no reason to tamper with the ruling Justice Winter delivered on March the 22nd, 2023, stressing that the appeal is unmeritorious and it is accordingly dismissed. Justice Justice Peter Obiora and Oko Nabang, who were on the panel, agreed with the lead judgment and also accused of dealing in cocaine without lawful authority, conspiracy to tamper with cocaine, and unlawfully tampering with the 21,335 kg of cocaine seized from 2 convicted drug dealers. Banditry-related charges in the state. The state attorney general said one of the convicts was sentenced to death, while others were sentenced to years of imprisonment. The attorney general and Commissioner for Justice also pointed out that Executive Order number 07, restricting motorcycles in the state from moving at night, was enacted due to the incessant attacks, abduction of people for ransom, and killing of innocent citizens by terror groups, and was aimed to stop the menace. He urged the residents to give total support and restore peace and normalcy to the state. Executive Council. This is coming barely a few hours into his one-month vacation billed to start from July the 18th to August the 18th, 2024. A statement signed by the governor's chief press secretary, Ibrahim Muhammad, said that the strategic reorganization aims to optimize the performance of the state government and ensure the effective delivery of services to the people of Katsina State. The commissioners and their portfolios are Dr. Bashir of Women Affairs, Zainab Musawa, Ministry of Education, while Hamza Faskari is for Ministry of Environment, as well as others.
From the line across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara,
to allow